Hello, friends, and welcome to The Architecture Enthusiast. This architecture museum, conceived as a minimalist monolith, offers a stark interpretation of what its architects appear to consider the essence of architecture: purity of form, honesty of material, and a rejection of ornamentation. It stands as an abstract object, stripped of embellishment, and imposes its austere presence on the waterfront. In seeking to reduce architecture to its core elements, the building exemplifies an ideology that prizes intellectual rigor and restraint. Yet, in its execution, this project raises pressing questions. Does this distilled vision succeed in lifting the human spirit, or does it reduce architecture to a lifeless abstraction? The exterior is the building's defining statement. A massive rectangular block clad in unbroken stone or concrete, it presents an uncompromising geometric purity that dominates its surroundings. The architects seem to view architecture as a discipline rooted in clarity and discipline, rejecting any visual distraction. The sharp incision of a glass wedge at the base provides the only deviation from the monolithic surface, allowing light to filter through and framing the entryway. While this dramatic cut introduces a dynamic interplay between transparency and solidity, it feels secondary to the overall severity of the facade. The building's blank exterior denies the possibility of engagement, appearing aloof rather than inviting. The structure exudes permanence and power, but lacks a sense of empathy or humanity. However, the stepped seating area, which seamlessly connects the exterior plaza to the building, offers a fleeting attempt to humanize the design. These broad, linear steps, rendered in pale stone or concrete, invite informal gathering and provide a transitional space that softens the stark facade. Positioned under the cantilevered roof, this space merges light and shadow, fostering a more human-scale interaction with the structure. It is one of the few gestures that acknowledges the need for a connection between the building and its visitors, creating a small moment of approachability in an otherwise distant design. Inside, the museum continues this philosophy with vast, light-filled spaces. The central atrium, an open volume lit by a grid of skylights, is dominated by stepped seating. This space, intended as a communal gathering area, feels more monumental than human-scaled. While the wood finishes attempt to soften the environment, they are too sparse to counterbalance the coldness of the expansive stone and concrete surfaces. The sheer scale of the atrium overwhelms, making visitors feel small within its void. It is a space to observe, not to engage, a place that impresses intellectually but fails to offer a sense of belonging or discovery. The design creates an atmosphere of detachment, where the simplicity of form takes precedence over creating a memorable human experience. The rooftop terrace, with its accessible seating and views over the city, offers a welcome break from the rigidity of the interior. It provides an opportunity to connect with the urban context and invites visitors to linger. However, this element feels disconnected from the overall flow of the building, more of an appendage than an integral part of the architectural narrative. While the rooftop succeeds in offering moments of reflection and openness, it is not enough to offset the weight of the rest of the design. The architect's vision of architecture as pure form and material rigor is clear throughout the project, but the resulting building raises critical questions about the human dimension of architecture. Architecture is not only about intellectual clarity, but also about evoking feelings, sparking curiosity, and creating spaces that resonate with their occupants. This museum's rigid minimalism and abstract gestures fail to evoke those qualities. The building's austere formality keeps visitors at arm's length, limiting opportunities for emotional connection or a sense of wonder. While the building succeeds as an academic exercise in minimalism, it struggles to embody the transformative potential of architecture. It does not lift the human spirit. Instead, it isolates and detaches, reducing architecture to an abstract concept. Even with gestures like the stepped seating area, the museum fails to fully connect with its audience. It may satisfy the architect's intellectual ambitions, but it misses the mark in creating a place where people can truly experience the beauty, depth, and humanity of architecture. Ultimately, it feels like a monument to abstraction rather than a celebration of architecture's ability to shape and enrich human life.